Get you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
Hayesy, you know how you always see these videos of people beefing on a plane, like full-on punching on?
Animals.
Never got it before until I went flying on the weekend and I wanted to knock a guy out.
Wow. Well, let's get to that. Before we do, though, the code word for text for Tay-Tay is 13. Now let's get back to Jodie viciously beating up a poor passenger who was just trying to get from A to B.
Well, Hayesy, flying with small children can be fraught with danger. There's no question about that.
Oh, yuck.
Flew, and my husband hates a direct flight. I tell you, he likes to take the longest route possible to get to our destination.
Oh, but he saved a coin or two.
Well, we were supposed to go to Launceston for a wedding, and he booked the flights to Hobart. So then we had to hire a car and drive all the way up the guts.
I thought all the cities in Tasmania were the same thing.
Yeah, well, so did he. Anyway, so we get on the first leg, which is Adelaide to Melbourne, and I get on the plane and I have my 4-year-old Harper. And so because there's 5 of us, we can never get one aisle, all seats together. So we get split up and we have to negotiate who takes which child. Anyway, so I get to my row and there's me, Harper, and there's a guy sitting on the aisle.
Oh, my God. Harper's a nightmare too, by the way.
Oh, she is not. She's beautiful. She's a little angel. But she had a little upset tummy, so I wasn't quite sure how it was going to go.
You're the only one that's like, oh, she's so cute. She's got an upset tummy. Meanwhile, she was just being a gremlin.
So anyway, this guy's sitting on the aisle, and I thought, if I have to get up in a hurry and take her to the toilet, then I need to get out easily enough. And I said to him, hey, you're more than welcome to have the window seat if you like, so we don't disturb you. And he goes, I prefer the aisle.
Oh, okay.
I was like, good start, mate.
His right as a flyer, I suppose.
Yeah.
Who prefers the aisle?
No one prefers the aisle.
Though? Seriously.
You actually have the chance of getting your leg taken off by that trolley on its way past.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They don't care. No. Stewardess have taken plenty of legs before. And they're like, oh, whoops, sorry, as there's blood trickling down the aisle.
So anyway, he proceeds to sit there and falls asleep. And he was a big dude. Like, he was massive. And I was wearing a skirt. So I was thinking, and I was busting for a wee. And I was thinking I would have to, short of waking him up, climb over him like that in my skirt. So he could potentially wake up just to a middle-aged woman straddling him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, anyway, but what sort of idiot goes, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to fall asleep and trap a young family effectively in their seats for the entire duration of the flight? Anyway, Harper gets unwell halfway through and she said to me, Mummy, I feel sick. So I'm like, grab the sick bag really quickly, and she's throwing up and I have to get her out. Like, I had to get her out of the seats into the toilet. And the stewardess came down because she could see that my child was throwing up, and she woke him up. So he's like, what's going on? What's going on? As Harper's vomiting into the sick bag. And then she said, can you please get up? And so he gets up, and then she's trying to back the trolley to give us room to come out. And she had to turn to him and say, could you please move? Like, move. Like, this guy, I can see how people punch on in planes, because I was ready to absolutely knock this dude out.
Yeah, could completely understand that. But from his point of view, he's like, I just want to... He probably wants to be on the aisle because he wants to be able to escape from you guys.
Oh, that's not fair.
So you're both trying to escape each other. You want direct access out of there.
Oh, anyway, just move, man.
And what about the big twister kicker in the story is the man was actually Graham Corns. Go on, Studley.
What if you could book your hotel now and choose to pay when you get there?
With thousands of flexible booking options in select stays, you're only a what if away from your next holiday.
Book on the What If app. What if it's Aussie for travel? Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post Snooze News.
Yes, these are the top stories that you're waking up to this morning. Can be very overwhelming. Just information overload, can't it?
Yes. Sorry. All right, General, that'll do. That'll do. Let's straighten. That'll do, buddy.
Let's go to Abby in the newsroom. What you got?
Good morning. So South Australia is currently going through a gastro outbreak, as we know, and also a COVID-19 outbreak. So why not throw a cruise ship in there too?
Sure.
Yay. just to even it out.
So we have the Grand Princess, which is operated by the Princess Cruises. They're expected to dock in Port Adelaide today. There's around about 4,000 people on the ship, but there's been a really big, severe outbreak of gastro and COVID-19 on the ship. So SA Health are bracing for them to disembark and to see who's sick, who needs to maybe go to hospital or who needs medical attention.
Wow.
Wow. Welcome to Adelaide, everybody.
Yeah,
Adelaide.
and think of some of the best combinations of all time. I'll go first. Gastro and COVID teaming up. Wow, that's hard to beat.
Yeah.
And saying that, my wife might have beat that when she had morning sickness mixed in with vertigo.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
got the double whammy, didn't she?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Can you think of anywhere worse in the world to be when you've got either gastro and or COVID than on a cruise ship?
Yeah. You can't really just run away from your problems, can you?
No.
There's reports. One lady said that she saw the people that were staying across from them had breakfast, lunch, and dinner put by their door for 10 days. Imagine being locked in your cabin for 10 days.
It's jail. You just paid to go to jail.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Newsy.
Well, Swiftie fans are going absolutely cocoa bananas at the moment. So basically, she was on stage in Buenos Aires doing her concert and she changed the lyrics to her song to pay homage to her boyfriend.
The guy on the cheese gonna say hi
There it
What
is.
she did? She said, Karma is the guy on the cheese
cheese.
coming home to me.
Yes, and Trevor's like, that's me. Oh my God.
And then they showed her walk off stage and she ran up and she wrapped her arms around him and then planted a big kiss on his lips and the crowd went absolutely berserk.
Yeah, I think she did a thing where she wrapped her arms around him and then just lifted up the back leg.
Oh, yes, cute.
Very cute.
That's the sign that you're really in love when you do the back leg lift.
She was
isn't it?
floating. Oh, I thought she was floating.
She was levitating.
She looked like a hummingbird, didn't
It
she?
was beautiful.
Abby, you're a little bit too affected by this situation,
Oh,
I
it was
think.
just gorgeous, I thought. And I've got no romantic bone in my body. And I saw that and I was like, oh.
It is pretty nice. And I think everyone wants to see her get her happy ever after, don't they? Because she's been through the ringer.
Yeah.
Michelle Taylor.
Meanwhile, one of the exes, Harry Styles, shaved his head.
Oh, yeah. I did see that.
I did see that.
Oh, he's falling apart.
And I,
He's pulling a Britney,
He's pulling a
if you
Britney.
will.
and I heard one of his supporters go, it can't be true. I can't cope if he shaved his head. I was like, calm
That's
down.
true.
Jesus. Quick question for you. Is it the Eras Tour? How do you pronounce it?
It feels like an off-air question, but yeah, I think it is the Eras Tour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, because we were having the
Eras.
debate because it's all her different eras of music, but we've sort of been calling it the Eras Tour.
Oh, I thought it was either eras or eras. I don't think I was saying Eras. What is going on? It's like, anyway.
Anyway.
News.
Anyway, we are the festival states,
Yes.
and so much so, it's not just March where really good things happen. Confirmation Gather Round's coming back 4th to the 7th of April. That's really good news.
Love it.
And, that's Live Golf coming back 26th to the 28th of April. Gather Round is 4th to the 7th of the April. Last year injected over $80 million.
7th of the April.
7th of the April. April's its own month. That's how important it is. Injected over $80 million last year to the state economy, which is
Gather
very,
Round.
very good. Yes.
Really? Yeah.
Crows will kick it off on the Thursday night against the D's. Port Adelaide will play the Bombers on the Friday night.
Okay.
There will be 2 games at Nord, 2 games at Mount Barker this year. That's an increase from 1 game last year.
Yep.
Still no game at the Barossa. They reckon that's going to happen in 2025.
Yeah, right. The vibe around this city when Gather Round's in town is just unbelievable.
It's ridiculous, isn't
So
it?
good.
Along with that, the Nord Food and Wine Festival's back.
Oh, what?
Same time. Really cool.
Can you remember last year when the Oddie family were riding their bikes? We went to Norwood to watch one of the games, and
Yeah.
that security guard went nuts. He's
Oh,
like,
that's right.
He's like, get off the road. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? The road's blocked off.
Oh, man. Jeez, I feel for that security guard. I got in a genuine verbal 2 cyclists yesterday when I was running.
Really?
And I'm a former cyclist as well.
Yeah.
For that brief moment.
Yeah.
So I get the pain and torment that you guys put yourself through, but at the same time, sometimes you just don't help yourself. That's your post-snooze news.
The 6:15 vending machine quiz.
You just can't trust the 6:15 vending machine, Jodes.
Right.
Oh, my God.
What's it done on the weekend?
Who knows? The Lord knows. Last week, what we saw
Yeah,
cannot be unseen.
that's exactly right. Let's go to Sharon from Onkaparinga Hills. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Jodie and Hayesy. How are you both?
We're good. We're just pleased the vending machine turned up to work this morning. It's a very big weekend. How was your weekend there, Sharon?
Good, busy, but good.
Nice. Okay, let's crack on. 3 questions for you. You get the third one right, you get to have a selection from the vending machine. Question number 1, the dates for which major golf tournament in Adelaide were announced over the weekend?
Oh, my goodness. Golf. No idea.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Sharon.
I get it, Sharon. I get it.
Oh, no.
I'm a little bit the same.
Okay.
Oh, well.
All right. Lovely to speak with you. Jane from Mawson Lakes, good morning.
Good morning. I have no idea either.
Oh, my God.
Really? Oh, this was huge last year.
Jane, you have a fantastic day, please.
You too. Bye.
Bye, Jane. Eric from Dernan Court, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Do you know which major golf tournament in Adelaide was announced over the weekend?
No, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness.
we're getting there.
Going on here?
Do I give a hint or what should we do here? What we can say is it's coming back.
Yes.
It's coming back this year.
Why don't we reveal the location? Grange.
Okay, yep. Do you know what? I've never in my life been to a professional golf tournament.
What?
I've never been.
Oh, you'll love. Did you go last year?
No, I did not.
Oh my goodness, you're going to love it.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't like golf,
Yeah.
but
It's
this
great.
tournament,
That sort of
I nearly
atmosphere.
said it. Caitlin from Kapunda. Good morning, Caitlin.
Good morning.
Do you know which major golf tournament is coming back to Adelaide?
It's Leaf Golf.
Thank goodness for you, Caitlin. Well done.
Good stuff.
Okay. Question number 2. In the nursery rhyme Hickory Dickory Dock, what does the mouse run up?
The mouse ran up the clock.
Sure did.
Well done, Kate. Let's celebrate with a bit of Baker Boy.
The mouse ran out the clock.
Yeah.
The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down the hickory dickory dock. Hey, hickory dickory dock.
Hey!
Okay, question number 3. You get this right, then you get a crack at the vending machine. What TV show is this theme song for?
Nobody knows where they might end up. Nobody knows.
Do you know what? I've got the answer in front of me. I still don't know.
No. Do you know what that is, Caitlin? You there, Caitlin?
What do you think, Caitlin?
Yeah. I'm leaning to Gossip Girl.
Oh, no.
Incorrect.
Oh, well, we'll get there. We'll soldier on.
All right, Claudia from St Clair. Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you know what that theme song's for?
Nobody knows where they might end up. Nobody knows.
Any ideas, Claudia?
I do. That is from Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, you're a genius.
yes,
Well done.
well
Thank
done.
you.
That was
Okay. We need a letter, please, between A and C.
C.
C. And a number between 2 and 6.
4.
C4. Just really need to avoid the chips here, Claudia.
Yeah. That's the key, isn't it?
Okay.
Here we go.
We've got here. Opening it up now. Oh, wow. You won the $200 Fun Lab package.
Oh, good job.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
I think challenge rooms, arcade games, bowling, food and drinks. Play the day away at Fun Lab's new entertainment precinct opening in Rundle Place on November 30. And you can pre-book now, Hayesy, to experience Adelaide's first hijinks hotel, strike bowling and Archie Brothers Cirque Electric.
Good on you, Claudia.
Well done,
Congratulations.
Claudia.
Enjoy that.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great day.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
That could have gone on and on and on, that quiz, couldn't it?
No, I would never have got that in a million
I
years.
wouldn't have got Grey's Anatomy at all.
And McDreamy just named sexiest man on the planet.
I know.
Or something.
Jeez. You
on
seem
him.
to be across that news, though, didn't you?
Yeah. He's a good-looking rooster. Even I can appreciate that. 6:15 vending machine quiz returns tomorrow. Coming up next, get ready to call 13 24 10. We want to shout you a coffee. Love a good headline. And you know how cultured we are here at Nova.
Absolutely.
We go to all sorts of different corners of the earth just to bring you the stuff that you need to know. A Chinese man chops off his own finger after snake bite, and the doctors say it was completely unnecessary. That's what us blokes can do sometimes.
Yeah.
We kind of overreact. Doctors say a man in China hacked off his own finger after he was bitten by a snake that he believed was highly venomous. And what would you do in a situation like this? You get bitten by a snake, which you think is a snake that's really venomous, but it turns out it's not really venomous at all, and all of a sudden the snake's just sort of yapping at you. I'm a snake. And you're like, but how venomous are you? So then you take the life of your own finger. The man, identified as a 6-year-old called Zhang, reportedly claimed he was bitten on his index finger by a Chinese Macason snake while working in the mountains. He said, I chopped it off to save my life. He said that to his doctor, whose name was Juan. Juan, who's the head of dermatology at the local hospital, said the man's actions were completely and really unnecessary, and that they likely could have reattached his finger had the man brought it with him. So not only did he not need to chop it off, he then threw the finger away. One of the great overreactions from Zhang. I don't know, you get yourself into such a headspace where you just assume the worst.
Yeah.
And don't dare Google anything.
No.
Any sort of symptoms. You look at your leg and there's a slight ache. Bang. It's some kind of hideous STD. And you're like, how did you get to that conclusion, Google?
You say
You get an itch.
STD.
If you've got an itch anywhere on your body, if anywhere is itchy and you Google it, they're like, bang, you got an STD, you sicko. You're like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm just going to rash on my elbow. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like, what have you been up to, you dirty bird? That's what Google will tell you. So I remember as well, right in the guts of playing football.
Yeah.
There's always like a trend for different injuries.
Right.
So right now it's probably still navicular in terms of issues with your feet. Mm-hmm. Right when I was playing, osteitis pubis was a huge thing.
Yeah.
So it's the inflammation of the groins and your pubic bone area. And it's debilitating.
Or an STD.
Or some kind of sick STD. So every time we'd get something even slightly sore down there, like even some sort of ache, bang, you're either... It's osteitis or some kind of hideous STD.
Yeah.
But straight away, you're like, 12 months rehab, I'm out. And you go to the doctor, get a scan, and you're like, no, mate, it's literally just a mosquito bite. I don't know why us blokes do that. That's what we do, though. We just overreact to something chronic. But there's a key message in this. If something gives you grief, just chop it off.
Yeah.
In the world of Zhang, just chop it off.
Yeah. Or here's an alternative. You could seek some medical attention.
No. Just chop it off because the doctor's going to tell you something you don't want to hear. For example, I've got 3 kids, can't afford a 4th, so I know exactly what to do. Just chop it off.
Now that's a joke.
That was a joke.
That's a joke. A joke. That's a terrible joke.
I don't know what you want to be in this space, Sabby. If you're a pack of cards when you're a jokester, do you want to be the ace or do you want to be the joker card?
I want to be the queen.
Okay,
You are the queen.
You can be the king.
You are the undisputed queen of the joke off.
I'll be the jack. All right, who wants to kick this off? I reckon you do the honours this morning, Jodie.
Okay, I can. All right, let me put my glasses on. And funnier when I wear my glasses and I can read.
Look like Snoopy.
I do not look like Snoopy with glasses.
What's
Anyway,
your
look like-
excuse for the last
you look like Wally.
20 weeks?
oh,
Have you been able to read the jokes properly? Oh, that makes so much more sense.
all right.
Here we go.
Okay, my friend once called a few house painters to his house for some work. He wanted them to paint his Porsche. So after a few hours, the house painters came back for the payment as their work was complete. Before leaving, they told my friend that they had enjoyed painting his car, but it's not really a Porsche.
I was wondering that. Little playing words. Porsche or Porsche.
Yeah,
I was
there
like,
you go.
"Oh, did you mispronounce? I'm just going to let that go.
Yeah. and then I said Porsche, and I was like, I think I just gave away the punchline, but that's okay.
It's okay. It's about delivery. We shouldn't uncover such things after the joke.
No.
All right. My wife crashed a car while I was listening to Adele last night. Can you believe it?
What?
Yeah, everything was okay in the end, but she ended up rolling in the Jeep. Get it out? Rolling in the Jeep. Your turn.
Alrighty.
Hey.
It's going to be that type of morning, is it?
It sure is.
Okay. A young boy and his father were out in the garden, and the young boy sees a bee, and he goes over and he steps on it and he kills it. And the father's like, oh my goodness, can't believe you do that. No honey for you for the next month. The boy continues playing, and the father goes off and he's doing stuff in the yard, and the little boy sees a butterfly, and he goes running up to the butterfly and he jumps on the butterfly and he kills the butterfly. And the dad's like, what is wrong with you? Like, oh my God, no butter for you for a month. Anyway, so then the whole family, including the wife, are sitting on the couch that night. And the mother sees a cockroach running across the floor. So she gets up and she runs over and she steps on it and she kills it. And the little boy says to the father, Daddy, you going to tell her or am I?
Yes. Oh, you've got quite a few dirty jokes just locked away ready for use. Oh, that's good. Wait, does everyone get it?
Yeah. No, we do.
The Weekend Sports Wrap with Tom Rehn.
Oh, here he is. What an absolute delight, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tom Rehn. It's a beautiful Tom Rehn.
Just a beautiful human being. In fact, this morning in the car park, he sat patiently and waited for me because I've got the worst car park in the world and I had to back into it. And he just sat there in his little white Mazda behind me, just smiling away.
That's what he does.
Isn't he
He's
sweet?
just a
And
gentleman.
on the inside, just hurry up, Jodie, get in the van.
Under his breath.
Yeah. No, you did that really well. Like, it was in that time in the morning, not
Yeah,
easy.
It's rough.
You smashed it.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, killed it.
Appreciate that.
Well done, guys. 13, 24, 10. How did you go with your car park this morning?
Did you do it in one take like Jones did?
All the hot spots.
Oh, dear.
Let's talk some sport, Rennie.
Yes.
A couple of big announcements on the weekend.
Well, good for South Australia, isn't it? And look, we knew it was coming, but confirmation now of Live and also the Gather Round. So Gather Round in the first week of April next year, and we're going to have 2 games in Norwood, 2 games in the Hills at Mount Barker. So we've got 5 at Adelaide Oval, whereas we had 6 this year. And then Live, of course, is going to be later in April, so the 26th to the 28th of April. Hopefully we get the same kind of weather we did this year because we were so lucky. Yeah. But I think it's great. You know, it's going to be a real hub again in terms of the sporting landscape and the national spotlight. So fantastic for SA.
The vibe in this town for Gather Round is extraordinary, isn't it?
It's so good. And look, maybe a bit of disappointment that the Barossa didn't get one and couldn't get the facilities or infrastructure up to scratch. That's what they're saying. So brilliant though for Norwood. I think they're bringing back the Norwood Food and Wine.
Festival. Wasn't
how
that
good's that?
one of the
Goodness.
biggest days on the calendar?
Well, I was going to say that's a pretty large day.
Yeah.
That's great though. So I think that'll be really good fun, and I think it's fantastic that we're getting more games away from Adelaide Oval and out into the region. So 2 at Mount Barker as well, which was a raging success this year as well. So I think it's fantastic.
Rennie, let's talk Strikers 36ers, Reds and Crows. Oh, what a weekend it was.
Well, how bad was it? I mean, the Crows, like that was disappointing. Kicked 5 goals in a row to start and then 7 points in a row to finish.
Yeah.
And now the only side they lost to all year was Brisbane, and then they lose to them again. They're going to have to do it the hard way from here.
Bogey side.
Yeah.
The Lions. That means that they'll play the Swans Saturday night in Norwood Oval. It's going to be a good spot, and if the weather holds up, it'll be jam-packed.
It'll be a great game, and, you know, then I think they'd play North Melbourne away if they made it through to the prelim, which they should do. I mean, they've been the best side all year for a reason, but disappointing there for the Crows. You mentioned the 36ers, just getting injuries, unfortunately. Feels like every 2 steps they take forward, 2 steps back.
Yeah.
3 and 7, they're in 8th. And Adelaide United, what went on there? 4-0 down at half time.
That was supposed to be a first v last, and then all of a sudden it's 5-1 at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I think, I'm not good at reading cues, but I think Carl Veer was a little bit pissed off.
I don't think he was overly happy about answering questions about Nestoroy and the record transfer fee. Not happy. But you're right, Hayesy. Beware the team that has the sacked coach. You know, they get rid of Steve Corica. They hadn't scored a goal in the first 3 games, and then they score 4.5. It was amazing.
You play a bit of soccer, Rennie. If you're 4-0 down at half time, do you bother coming back out?
Yeah.
I think it was a decent rev up by Carvin. I reckon at that stage you say, fellas, let's get on the beers. Game over. It's let's just call it 4-0, shall we?
You should see Rennie the way he moves as well. They've likened him to a young Isaias.
I like to play in the midfield. I like to pass the ball.
He's not easy to understand sometimes, our boy Isaias.
We love him though. He's one of the best, probably the best ever Red we've had.
Yes, bless his heart. Quite hard to decipher in a press conference.
Yeah. Rennie, leave us with one of your award-winning jokes, please. What have you got?
Well,
always a treat.
Every time I take my dog to the park, the ducks try to bite him. Well, that's what I get for buying a pure bred dog.
Bread dog.
Ducks like bread.
Yeah.
Yay! Jokes. Right, we'll see you next week.
Can't wait.
I really need a chit chat. Let's have a chit chat. It is so time for a chit chat.
Let's go, girls. So time for a chick chat. So we've got producer Zoe in the studio.
Good morning.
In your 20s,
That's
in a
right.
lovely relationship with the beautiful Alex, who
That's
we
right.
all
You're
love
all obsessed
more
with.
than life itself.
Yeah.
We've got newsreader Abby here as well, in your 30s, happily single, although that does vary from week to week.
Nah, happily single.
Oh, good.
This week?
Yeah.
All right.
And you got Andrew in his
forever.
late 30s,
Yeah.
married
Yeah.
with kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girls.
You round out the Sweetie Pie Emporium.
Yes,
Yeah.
rounded out so beautiful.
Yeah, just for the uninitiated, Andrew wanted to call this segment the Sweetie Pie Emporium. However, it didn't get across the line.
Which no one's explained to me how that didn't get the green light.
I feel like that's an off-air conversation.
Yeah. All right, let's talk makeup. So I was telling you guys that a couple of weeks ago I went to Melbourne to go see Miss Saigon over there, and I forgot my makeup bag. What would you two do in that situation? I'm curious.
Zoe?
Be a bit bummed. Maybe
Yeah.
buy a mascara from the servo or something.
Is that the extent you would go to? You'd just
Probably,
buy a
yeah.
mascara?
Probably.
Okay. What would you do, Abs?
I would buy everything.
Everything.
Yep, I'd go and get foundation, contour, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. Because I genuinely don't leave the house without wearing makeup.
Yeah, my mum's the exact same.
Whereas you're the opposite, though.
I am. I don't wear makeup at all unless I'm going to an event or something. So say if I'm going out for nice drinks or dinner with the girls or something, I'll put some on. Or someone's birthday, I will. But to work, to the shops, to the gym, none of that. Never.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't always been that way. I probably stopped when I was about 20. I
Yeah.
used to wear makeup to school, high school and everything, but
Yeah.
something clicked a few years ago. I just couldn't be bothered anymore.
Well,
So,
I'm just looking at your skin now.
You have
If I had
beautiful
skin
skin.
like
Oh,
that,
thank you.
I wouldn't wear makeup either.
Oh, thanks. That's very nice.
Stunning. You're
Stop it.
stunning. You're a beautiful
Oh
little
my God.
creature.
Okay, wrap it up. This is good.
And also brave. Yeah. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
And I won't say anything more. I would love to wear genuine eyeliner all the time, like
You've
Billy
said
Joe. Yeah. This is cool. Billy Joe Armstrong.
It's 2023. If you want to wear eyeliner or
Absolutely.
mascara, you go right ahead.
Yeah.
You can.
Maybe I will.
Do you want to do it tomorrow?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You want to
Put
wear
it on.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
We'll do your makeup tomorrow.
I will apply some eyeliner on you tomorrow.
Great.
Will you
Thank you
have
very
enough?
much. Absolutely.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah. I love a bit of eyeliner. I usually have to wait. I used to have to wait till Mad Monday during Wednesday.
You wear foundation though for work. Something. Do you wear foundation or do they just powder you?
Well, I think they just powder you and do all sorts of things. I don't even know what the process is, but yeah, sometimes I like
Yeah.
to keep it on there and just have a little trot out into the down to the local cafe.
Yeah.
Just pretend like this is how I woke up.
Yeah. Oh, I can't like this. Abs, you wear it every day?
I get up and put it on every day. For me, having my hair done and having my makeup done just kind of helps to wake me up in the mornings, I guess, because I'm up about 3:30. Also, I don't really like the way I look, to be honest. So I don't know, I just struggle. And I've got a lot of stuff after Nova that I go and do. So if I'm out and about or meeting with people or having to do interviews, I just like to, I feel a bit more put together and a bit more professional.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think back to when I did regional radio, hair up in a bun, no makeup on. And I just felt foul and
I'm sad that
didn't
you don't like the way
myself.
you look because I think you're beautiful.
Thanks. I struggle with just struggle not being put together, I guess.
Yeah.
You could say. My mum would never leave the house without makeup on back when we were younger, so maybe it kind of stems from there a little bit. But yeah.
Same with my mum, but that didn't make me really want to wear makeup or put me off makeup in either way. I always just thought mum was beautiful and wanted to look like mum. But now that I'm older, I can't be bothered. It's expensive.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it's part of a trend as well. It's a bit trendy at the moment to do if you are wearing makeup, do the natural
Yeah,
look,
Alicia Keys.
all that sort of thing. Alicia Keys.
Yeah, what a queen.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
And also, I hate to break it to you, but I also think that Andrew thinks your mum's beautiful as well.
I think everyone thinks that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at me. I'm a warm-blooded human
Yeah.
who's able to identify.
Yeah. I can't even be mad. It's
That's
real.
how he's got an attractive.
It's real.
Hey, 13 24 10, let's do this. We've got Cheese Fest tickets too. Cheese Fest is back, the most snackable weekend in SA, November 18 and 19 in Rundle Park. But let's do this. Do you wear makeup? Do you leave the house without makeup? I had a friend give me some feedback once. She said, oh, yeah, there's a bloke who I know who saw you down at the shopping centre and I mustn't have been wearing makeup that day.
Oh, yeah?
And she said, yeah, he said that you were looking a little bit haggard.
Ooh,
That's an
wow.
aggressive descriptor.
Yeah,
A little bit haggard.
some feedback for me. So I don't go to the avenues anymore without a little
I get
bit
that
of-
you look tired.
Yeah.
So I don't wear makeup.
Yeah, but you also get up at 4
But I'm
o'clock.
also very tired.
I'm also tired.
Yeah. Do you wear makeup? Are you against the trend? Are you Alicia Keys? 13, 24, 10. Give us a call.
Just go and sing us a song, Alicia. Good morning, Natalie.
Hey, how you going?
Good. You don't wear it at all.
No. Well, if I've got an event, I'll wear it, but no, on a daily basis, cannot be bothered.
I know. It does take a big chunk out of your morning. Like, you always have a crack at me. Hayesy always has a go at me for being late to work, but it's like he just rolls out of bed, chucks some moisturiser on, and away he goes.
Sometimes don't even wear clothes. No time.
And then I feel like when you do have an event and you do put the effort in, everyone's like a bit shocked and everyone thinks you look fantastic just purely because they're not used to seeing you like that. Yeah. So that's a good feeling too.
I was going to say, Natalie, because that's not a bad thing, is it? Because I'll just use producer Zoe as an example. So I saw producer Zoe with makeup for the first time during our handball blitz at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
Lord knows that was a kicker. Why, that was a kicker for Zoe to put on some makeup, handball blitz. But still, it was, looked really nice.
Oh.
So there's compliments all around.
There you go.
It's laziness and tactical.
Thanks, Nat. Louise, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you both?
Good. What's your approach to makeup?
I wear makeup pretty much every day, and I guess having worked in the industry for many years in pharmacy and a makeup artist, there's lots of tricks of the trade that you can do to make you look natural but with less makeup. But I also thank my grandmother for always at a very young age of 14, oil of Yulan every day and put some powder on just so that you look nice.
Oil of Yulan. Wasn't that the cream of choice for grandmothers everywhere?
It was oil of Olay, wasn't it?
I thought it was oil of Olay. Is it oil?
It's oil of Olay.
Oil of Yulan, it was back then. But yeah, no, it's something that I've always done, a bit traditional. But yeah, I do feel more complete when I have a bit on, and I don't overdo it. But yeah.
And I guess working in the industry too, Louise, like I know if I go to see a makeup artist, if their makeup looks good, then that's sort of part of being professional, isn't it?
Yeah. But you don't have to overdo it. You can still have a natural look with less.
Just be subtle.
Yeah.
Be subtle is the key, Andrew.
Yeah. I'd say that's when you're wearing that the blue eyeshadow.
Yeah.
It's too far.
It's too much. You said that you moisturise every day. What moisturiser do you use?
I don't even know what it is. But it comes in a white thing, and you can just buy it from Coles or Woolworths or any of them. It costs about $9.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's real complicated, isn't it?
Louise, good morning.
Good morning.
Your approach to makeup, what do you think?
I don't wear makeup. My mother never wore makeup either. I think people are more natural beauty without it. And because I don't wear makeup, I don't use soap, I don't use moisturisers, I don't use anything on my face.
So you don't have to use any skincare?
No.
Wow.
Because you're not taking anything, you're not affecting your natural skin oils. So I never ever put moisturiser on my face or creams or anything like that. So
if you're not wearing makeup and you're not doing any skincare, geez, you must save an absolute fortune, Louise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there you go. That's the kicker.
Mate, you're not exactly going over the top with your $9 moisturiser, are you?
Yeah, I'm doing my best with what I've been given.
Okay, let's should we send Natalie from Paradise off to Cheese Fest? Do you want to go to Cheese Fest, Nat?
Yeah, I'd love to. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Here we go.
Very nice.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on Miss Daysey.
Welcome to Monday, you beautiful workhorses. I know it's a grind getting back in after the weekend, but hey, just keep being you because you're doing a fantastic job.
I love that you're just trying to weave your nickname in there too.
What do you mean?
Horse.
Classic. You didn't mean to. It's just coming naturally now. Let's take a little trip down memory lane while you do live your best lives. 1907, on this day, 13th of November, a helicopter flight was made for the first time in France.
Wow.
Just don't trust helicopters.
Oh, me either.
Just there's something about them.
Have you ever been in one?
I've never been in a helicopter.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you don't have a Channel 7 helicopter anymore. I don't think any of us do. But we used to travel quite frequently and terrifying. You take off and it's glass under your feet. So you're taking off the ground as you're looking at the ground getting further and further away. Horrifying.
That's scary. And geez, you got to watch out for power lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
And other helicopters.
Other helicopters as well.
And planes.
Oh, I'm just going to stay
And
on the ground.
birds.
I'm going to stay on the ground, okay? Especially albatrosses, because they're big. They'll take you out.
Yes. Helicopter v Albatross. Albatross wins.
Yeah,
Bang.
albatross every single time.
Yeah.
2020, Kylie Minogue became the first female artist to top the UK chart over 5 consecutive decades with her album Disco. Wasn't she just a phenomenon, not just in our country, but probably even more so in England?
She's still on fire. She's doing a residency in Vegas, if you don't mind.
Yeah, right.
Goodness me.
Still some very provocative lyrics that she's spitting out as well.
Yeah, her latest song, I'm a bit like, oh, okay, that's very interesting.
All right, Kyle.
I want to touch you there. Wow, do you, Kylie?
Wowee. Okay.
Whereabouts, Kylie?
I'm up and about. Professionally, of course.
Yes.
2020 PlayStation 5 was released in Australia. I'm not a gamer. I got a Super Nintendo and had a Nintendo 64. You had an Atari.
Commodore.
Atari Commodore.
Yeah. Played a lot of Tetris.
But we ain't gamers.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah, a lot of Tetris and paddleball.
And then we transitioned into Frogger and a bit of Pac-Man.
Good stuff at the arcade. Number one song November 13 in 2000 was Come On Over by Christina Aguilera.
Ah, yeah, speaking of provocative language, come on over, baby.
Yeah. Where? Okay.
This is Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.